team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway.
To kick this one away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Ready,
this crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. RPO complete to open the drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Okay, ready?
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Caught in the backfield. It's Stewart. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Loses
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Got room to work. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Gain of 2.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there's a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
He's tackled on
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Ready,
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
for the offense.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Lasso!
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. Brings up 2nd down. Okay,
2nd
ready?
down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Set.
Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Loses.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Ready,
Tight
set.
quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Touchdown. Bulldogs.
Well, you can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on third down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Jackrabbit!
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Under fire. There he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work.
Easy!
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
When you can run the football effective and then bootleg off of it, you get the running game and everybody biting up on it, and then all of a sudden the quarterback bootlegs out to the right. I tell you what, the defense did a really good job, though, staying with it, taking away the deep pass, and
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Bulldogs.
Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
no doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
14, Michigan 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Will take over. First and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago, throwing another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
They'll run this play from the pistol.
Football 7. Flag. Flag.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
Picks up 4. Brings up second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Trick 9. Beat. Trick 9.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Of 10.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Dogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. So here comes the Michigan offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Pulls it in, it's 5. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Wolverines are in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's 5. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here comes the hurry up.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. He's got an open man. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Wolverines are marching down the field.
Ready.
Now on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Green 25.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quickly complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Turning it on. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Number 20.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Prime time, baby.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Goes out of bounds at the 13, and man, is this offense set up now.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Charcoal.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To throw, it's Underwood. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Second down coming up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now, 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be fine.
Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
42, Michigan, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
12. And the Michigan offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on 2nd down.
Hound 55. Hot.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Listen, the comeback route is one of the more difficult routes to throw in college football. You see zone, and they're bailing, getting out of there. Nice job by the receiver, sticking his foot in the ground, coming back to the quarterback, catching the ball. Nice pitch, nice catch.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Lasso.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle, it's Marshall. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started.
To advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Michigan. Number
The
15.
DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6.
Music note. Drum. 221 wing. 221 wing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field.
Moves.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
At the 32.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
With the catch, it's Stewart. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Picks up 6.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
2-9 Philly.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Plucks it out of the air. putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
At the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Gain of 10.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
Mark.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Number 29.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's reeled in. It's Stewart. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a first down for the
Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he's got a chance. Looking for room at the 30. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations.
Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
on the play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And some room to work. There he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
63, Michigan 7.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
You thought you had it, didn't you? You thought you had it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Face it. Cricket. Goat. Gaucho. Gaucho. Griffin.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. He's going for it all. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. He's got him this time. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Wolverines are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
70, Michigan 7.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
42 Spider.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Marshall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Gain of 7.
The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last... Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Second down.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Score, Georgia 70, Michigan 7.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Going to the running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Third down coming.
Flare. Cut it. Lion.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down.
On the ready.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first.
Cut. Gorilla. Spider. Arrow.
Motion from the wideout.
Dino.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete on the right side. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart.
The first down pass.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Near the 48.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a...
Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over.
Number 8.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Football 7. Football 7. 22, water.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Of 17 on
They
the
showed
play.
great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
3 soda.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10.
Brass.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Second down coming up.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
at the 13-yard line.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
The idea on that one was to pop a big play on third down, but they got a 0.
And you got to give credit to the defense. When the defense is able to play pass and think rush the passer, and react like that to the screen, because you don't play screen, you react to screen. Good reaction, great job getting to the running back.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Lasso! Griffin!
Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's 5. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
For a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands. It's Cobb. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Complete to the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Okay,
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Jackrabbit!
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes a connection. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll try the right side. There he goes. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Today's final score, Georgia 73, Michigan 21.